브루드워는 프로토스 테란 저그 순서고, 솔직히 오리지널도 테란만 좀 복잡했지 저그랑 프로토스는 엄청 간단했던 것 같아. 테란이 너무 골치가 아파가지고 거기서 시간이 좀 빨렸지. 아이어가 페어가 되어버렸어.
Greetings, Executor. Though we all grieve for the loss of mighty Tazadar, we must find the resolve to carry on. He sacrificed himself to destroy the Overmind, but many Zerg still rage across our ruined homeworld. Without the Conclave to lead us, or the protection of our great fleets, it seems we must fend for ourselves.
Eldaris is correct, Executor. As we have both seen, the Zerg will not halt their rampage until every last one of us is dead. I suggest that we retreat to our last functional warp gate and travel to where the Zerg cannot follow us.
With all due respect, Zeratul, the Protoss do not run from their enemies. Ire is our homeworld. It is here that we shall make our stand.
Just as your Conclave did. They are dead now, Eldaris. Dead because they allowed their pride to blind their reason. Only if we learn from their mistakes can we live to avenge them. Now, Executor, I know of a place where we can find solace. It is Shakuras, the secret homeworld of my people, the Dark Templar.
Your people? We would be seen as tyrants to them. Why would they shelter us?
Have I not pledged myself to your cause? Not all beings are as unforgiving as your lamented conclave, Eldaris.
프로토스가 다크 템플러를 쫓아냈는데 거기에 우리는 도와줘야 하고 지금 피난 가는 거 아니야.
After the gate has been secured, Phoenix and the new Praetor Artanis shall lead our surviving brethren to Shakuras.
Executor, I am Artanis. Though I have only recently been appointed Praetor, you can trust that I will uphold the honor and traditions of the Templar.
We shall see.
Hey boys, mind if we tag along? I figure heading anywhere has got to be better than staying here with the Zerg.
Commander Raynor, as ever, your assistance is appreciated. We would be honored if you joined us. So be it.
아저씨? 차원 관문이 어딨어?
We should destroy these Nidus canals so as to stem the flow of Zerg reinforcements through them.
Your warriors have engaged the enemy.
내 기억에 내 옛날 초등 때 기억에 내 병력이 여기 딱 도착하면 얘네들이랑 활성화되면서 싸웠던 것 같거든.
Warriors have engaged the enemy.
최종 목적지가 어디야? 여긴가? 여긴가 보다. 다시 있다고? 아, 다시 여기잖아. 아 여기 있구나. 봤다. 여기 있다.
Stand down for combat. Honor guide me. Kasnarada. So be it. Make use of me.
Your warriors have engaged the enemy.
이게 아프리카에서 웨이브 패턴이 있는 게 내가 알트탭이라든 뭐라든 이게 화면이 성취가 안 돼. 내가 지정해놓은 그 창만 계속 성취가
Your warriors have engaged the enemy.
For combat.
Your warriors have engaged the enemy.
Claws. Go, Gola.
Your warriors have engaged the enemy.
Tarawadun Zeratul. This is all that remains of our forces in
빨리빨리
this
깨야지.
province. We have found the location of the war
다 보고 있을
gate,
필요가
but
없잖아.
there is a sizable Zerg force blocking the way.
대화 내용 못 봤다. 대화집.
Your warriors have engaged the enemy. Your warriors have engaged the enemy. Your warriors have engaged the enemy.
아니 이거 내가 설정 왔다 갔다 하면서 미션 안에서 대화하는 걸 내가 못 봤거든. 글자를 못 봐버렸거든. 아, 혹시 중요한 이야기 했나 볼라 그랬지.
So be it. Executor, I have located the warp gate. We must hurry and evacuate the colonized survivors before the Zerg return.
You have to worry about getting your people through the gate. Phoenix and I will hang back and protect our flank.
얘네 듣고 가야 돼.
Everyone is free.
아이어를 버리고 탈주라.
Entaro Tassadar, Executor. The survivors from Ire have made it safely through the gate. Yet, amidst the chaos of our retreat, we lost contact with
야,
Phoenix
이
and
부분도
Raynor.
스타2에서 영상으로 나오지
I
않냐?
fear that they may have been overrun by the Zerg.
Fear not, Artanis. Phoenix is as stalwart a warrior as I have ever known, and the Terran Raynor has proven himself to be highly resourceful in the past. I for one believe that they made it here safely. But while we wait for word from them, we must reconnoiter
그거는
the surrounding
스타트
area.
독자적인
Find a
스토리였나 보다.
suitable location for a
집
more
레이너
permanent settlement. Once
남겨졌다고
we're situated, we can
캐리건이
begin to
안
search
따라가고
for the
내려오는
Dark
건데.
Templar.
Calls.
기사단을 찾으라니 어디 있니? 어디에 있니?
Your warriors have engaged the enemy.
Executor, there are Zerg on Shakuras. They must have taken control of the warp gate on Ire.
방해하지 말지 마라.
Your warriors have engaged the enemy. Construct additional pylons. Your warriors have engaged the enemy.
근데 이제 아이어에서 패스할 때 얘네들이 따라온다라고? 그 관문을 타고? 이게는 이거 아니야. 있잖아. 얘네들이 죽여주니까 안 죽네.
Atuntoridor Seratul. Glad I am to see that you've returned home after these many decades. But the strange guests that have followed you here seem ill-tempered. Well met, my brother. Indeed, these creatures known as the Zerg have no regard for the sanctity of life. Once we have secured this area, I shall tell you everything I know about them.
생명체는 고귀하다고 말하면서
I'm sure the matriarch will
저거는
be eager to hear
크리처래.
your tale as well.
생명체가 아니라 그냥 괴물이래.
Executor, we have received a transmission from Raynor and Phoenix. They are still alive and are fighting to retake the warp gate on Ire. We must secure the gate on this side without delay.
Teleport successful. Jogad, awaiting command. Kokola. Teleport successful. Teleport successful.
Not enough minerals.
Teleport
Your
successful.
warriors have engaged the enemy.
Teleport successful. Teleport successful.
Your warriors have engaged the enemy. Sound calls.
Teleport successful.
There is no sign of Phoenix or Raynor. They must still be on Ire.
Your warriors have engaged the enemy.
Jogad, locus acknowledged. Teleport successful.
안 나오는데?
Teleport successful.
Your warriors have engaged the enemy.
Teleport successful. Teleport successful. Awaiting command. Standing by. Locus acknowledged. Isu.
건물 다 뜯어나오나 봐.
Your warriors have engaged the enemy. Your warriors have engaged the enemy.
Locus acknowledged.
Executor, my crew and I will remain here on Ire and shut the gate down on this side. It's the only way to make sure that the Zerg won't send more reinforcements to Shakuras.
레이너가 프로토스한테 왜 이렇게
You will be hopelessly outnumbered. And once the gate is shut down, there will be no one to save you should you be overrun.
Yeah, well, I'm a man of action. What can I say?
I shall remain with Rainer as well, Executor. My duty is to Ire after all.
Farewell, then, brave warriors. We will send through all the troops we can spare.
Thanks. You kids just remember to play nice from now on, okay? Wish us luck.
어린 친구니 씨. 인간 수명보다 한참 더 살았겠구만.
I am Rashagal, matriarch of the Dark Templar, and I welcome you and your companions to our world. Zeratul has informed me of the fall of Ire, and I am deeply grieved. I am one of the few Dark Templar old enough to remember our ancestral home with clarity. Yet no matter how
긍정적인
tragic
하지만에
the circumstances,
상황이 안 좋아도
it is clear that fortune
자기
has
종족이 통합됐다고
reunited
좋아하고
our
있는데.
people. We Dark Templar will never forget our banishment from Ire, nor the Conclave's sins against us. But you and your companions are no longer of the Conclave. The example set by your fallen hero, Tassadar, has shown you that when the light and dark sides of our energies are united, our power is undeniable.
But Matriarch, the Zerg who have followed us here are unlike any enemy the Protoss have ever known.
You speak the truth, Judicator. And yet, there lies a dormant power here that can help us to scour the Zerg from Shakuras forever. Long ago, we Dark Templar were a nomadic people. But when we found a remarkable monument upon this world, we decided to remain here to study it. We discovered that the enormous structure is actually an ancient Zelnaga temple, dedicated to the race that sired us all. The temple is situated above a nexus of powerful cosmic energies. If we were to access those energies,
Then we should strike now while the Zerg still muster their forces.
alas, we cannot. In order to properly channel the energies of the temple, we will need the twin crystals, Urash and Callus, that legends say were separated many ages ago. The Urash is laced with pure Templar energies, while the Callus is comprised of dark Templar energy. Only by using these two crystals in unison can we hope to channel the potent energies of the temple.
Then it is clear that we must retrieve these crystals, wherever they may be.
Agreed. But first, we must deal with the Zerg and their two Cerebrates who have already taken up station around the temple itself. To arms, my children. Scour the temple grounds of this foul infestation.
수정체 2개를 찾아라.
Remember, young Templar, Cerebrates can be killed only by Dark Templar weapons and energies. My brethren will make short work of any Cerebrate. Executor, our sensors show that the two Cerebrates are surrounded by spore colonies. We will deploy our Corsairs to compensate for their defenses.
Adon Toridas!
무적 쳤어. 수정을 찾는 게 이번 브루드워에서 전체적인
Your warriors have engaged the enemy.
그러니까 이 미션 말고 진짜 브루드워에 있는 전체적인 스토리.
Teleport successful. Additional pylons. Teleport additional pylons. Upgrade teleport successful. Jogad, awaiting command.
이게 젤라가 사원이고.
Standing by. engage the enemy. Teleport successful. Teleport successful. Upgrade complete. Teleport successful.
막타를 폭행해야 되네. 이라이 씨.
Our warriors have engaged the enemy.
셔터 소리가
I'm waiting. Your warriors have engaged the enemy. Adum Toridas. Your warriors have engaged the enemy.
주황색 셀레브로 되겠어.
Engage the enemy.
어이 캐리건 등장하셨네.
Well done, mighty Protoss. I'm glad to see that you all are as violent as ever.
Kerrigan, what mockery is this?
Relax, warriors. Despite what you may think, I haven't come here to fight you.
This is laughable. Do you truly expect us to believe that your intentions here are honorable? That these Zerg here are not under your sway?
Look, the Cerebrats you've killed were my enemies as well. If you let me explain, I'm sure you'll understand that—
You are the enemy of all who live, Kerrigan. What makes you think we would have anything to do with you?
Because, Zeratul, I bring news of an event that threatens us all. If you'd be so good as to escort me back to your citadel, I'll tell you everything I know.
Very well, Kerrigan. We shall hear what you have to say. But be warned, we will not suffer your treachery here.
네 존재 자체가 모든 생명체에게 위협이 돼. 아직까진 캐리건이 프로토스한테 잘못한 거 없잖아.
Now then, Kerrigan. Perhaps you had best explain yourself. What is this news you've come to give?
There is a new overmind growing on Char.
What? Impossible. Why should we believe anything you have to say?
Because, Zeratul, I'm no longer the mindless murderess whom you fought on Char. The overmind is dead. Whatever warped control it once had over me is gone. I know that this is a lot to take in all at once, but you've got to believe me. There's more at
She
stake here than—
lies. She is infested to the core. I, for one, will not listen to any of this.
Silence, Judicator. Continue, Kerrigan.
Apparently, many of the renegade Cerebrats, commanded by Dagoth, have merged into a new overmind. Fortunately, the creature is still in its infant stages. It can't control the swarm yet, but Dagoth and the others still have control over most of the broods. The two Cerebrats you
여기서
killed
말하는
here
새로운
were part of
초월체가 진짜
Dagoth's
자기 이야기하는 거
forces.
아니야?
Look, I don't need to tell you all what might happen if that thing reaches maturity. I can guarantee you that should it awaken, it'll take full control of me, just like it did before. I don't want that to happen, and I'm pretty sure you don't want it to happen either.
Even if what you say is true, our priority is to save this world, not assault the new overmind. We must find the crystals Urash and Kalis before we are all vanquished.
Then I'll help you with your search. If you can defeat the renegade Zerg gathered here, it'll weaken the efforts of Dagoth and his ilk.
My children, you must put aside your fears and misgivings to accomplish what must be done. For the time being, Kerrigan will assist you in your endeavors. Though she has been your enemy, it is enough that we share the same agenda now. Allow her time enough to prove herself to you, and you may find her to be a valued ally. For now, you must focus on the task at hand. Search for the Urash on the planet Braxis.
나자갈
and let
그거라면
nothing
캐리가
stop you
만나자마자
from recovering it.
이한테 뭐 정신 링크
We will do
걸려가지고
what you ask,
뭐라
matriarch.
해야 되지? 이게
But
제정신이
you
아닌
cannot
상태라네.
expect us to forgive Kerrigan's crimes against our race. Executor, prepare our forces. We shall debark for the planet Braxis before the next moonrise.
테라는 문제죠? 방금 대원 내용은 저기 초월체이죠. 콜레브레이트 도시라고 그랬나?
Explain something to me, Zeratul. Why would your people leave such a secret crystal in the hands of these Terrans?
We didn't. Long ago, this world was a Protoss colony called Kirador. When the strife between our tribes escalated,
테란이 가지고 있어서
this
테란을
planet and the
공격하는 거야.
Urash crystal were abandoned. These Terrans have come here only recently.
저기잖아.
What is it now? All right. What is it now?
플랫폼 필요가 없네.
On my way.
맞잖아.
Crystal's here, boys. Send in a probe to gather it up, and our work here is done.
You have done well, Kerrigan. There's more to you than it seems. Perhaps I have misjudged you.
Given our history, I can't say I blame you. Let's just get the job done.
그럼 뭐지? 진짜로 새로운 초월체가 만들어지고 있는 건가? 그래서 캐리건이 호의적으로 하나?
Executor, our sensors have just identified a large group of Terran vessels. However, their configuration profile is unlike any Terran group yet encountered. We are receiving a transmission from the fleet's command ship, identifying itself as the Alexander.
Protoss Commander, I am Admiral Alexei Stukov of the United Earth Directorate. We are here to take control of the Terran Dominion and all of its outlying colonies. You are in direct violation of Terran space and have openly attacked Terran troops. Lower your shields and power down your weapon systems. The UED will be taking custody of your
UED가
ships and
그거지.
whatever
지구에서 온
spoils you
거.
have garnered from
그
this
진짜
planet.
본진.
United Earth Directorate. Raynar spoke of the distant Terran homeworld called Earth. These humans have come a long way to make war on us.
Have faith, Zeratul. You almost sound as if you fear these humans. What are they to such as we? Was it not we who defeated the dreaded Overmind?
Yes, Artanis, we did vanquish the Overmind, but we did so with the help of humans. Do not be so quick to underestimate them.
Of course. Executor, I shall test the mettle of these humans by scouting ahead of your ships and finding a way through this blockade. In Toro Tassadar!
발전기 파괴.
I am needed, awaiting instructions.
I am ready for ire.
engaged the enemy. Your warriors have engaged the enemy.
Executor, with the power generator destroyed, the missile turrets on this platform are no longer operational. However, we will need reinforcements to finish the job.
Reinforcements are en route now, young Templar.
Consider it done.
Reinforcements are en route now, young Templar.
Nerasculio, I'm waiting for a liar.
Reinforcements are en route now, young Templar.
Your warriors have engaged the enemy.
Indeed.
아, 낙점.
Reinforcements are en route now, young Templar.
Your warriors have engaged the enemy.
가자, 가자.
Your warriors have engaged the enemy.
Executor, the Urash is secured, and the UED has
탐사선이
given up
프로브
the
아니에요?
chase. We are currently holding perimeter orbit over the planet Char. Zeratul, have you locked onto the location of the Callus?
Yes, I remember sensing his power the last time I was on this world. However, our sensors indicate a massive, fluctuating energy signature at its location. I am, however, unable to identify the signature's source.
That should be obvious, gentlemen. The source is the Overmind itself. When the Cerebrits merged together, they must have locked onto the Callus energies and nested near it. It's probable that there'll be a number of broods protecting that area. It's risky, but if we can strike hard and fast, we might be able to fight our way through their defenses and escape with the crystal.
Comrades, I may have an alternative. Seeing as how the Overmind is still in its infant stages, I wonder if we might be able to disrupt its control over those broods. If we can do enough superficial damage to the
그렇게 하려고
creature,
셔틀에 프로브
it
태워서
might
그냥 갔다
pacify
오려고.
the Zerg nearest to it, allowing us some time to retrieve the Callus.
A bold plan, young Artanis. Your courage rivals that of mighty Tazadar himself.
You give me too much credit, noble Zeratul. I am not worthy enough to even speak his name.
Touching. Look, boys, either of these plans will work, but let's not waste any time. I'll be able to exert limited control over a few of the Zerg here and provide you with some backup. But the longer we stay, the more we risk losing both the crystals again.
Agreed. Executor, deploy your forces. May Adun be with you.
수정체가 뭐라고. 아, 둘 중에 하나였지.
You've not enough minerals. Upgrade complete. Your warriors have engaged the enemy.
지켜라, 시간이 없다.
Executor, the Callus is ours. Let us depart this wretched world and return to Shakuras. Provided there is still a Shakuras to return to.
그럼 수정을 2개 다 모았네.
Congratulations, Executor. Your success has brought us the promise of hope against the Zerg. However, we face a new threat within our own ranks. In your absence, Judicator Alderis and an entire legion of Kali survivors from Ire have begun an open revolt against us.
By the gods, this is ill news indeed. Why would Alderis betray us so?
He and his ilk believe that it was wrong to have abandoned Ire and consorted with our people. Their prejudices have driven them to perpetuate the Conclave's sins against us. Even now, Alderis and his loyalist Templar forces are preparing to attack
나
our
지금 게임하고
citadel.
있는 나도
I can
아이어에서
scarcely
넘어온
believe
사람인데
this. As if the Zerg were not enough.
왜 나만 빼고 지들끼리 반란했대?
Are you certain
서운하네.
of this?
All too certain, young Templar. Executor, as Matriarch of the Dark Templar and Custodian of this world, I hereby order you to terminate Judicator Alderis and quell this untimely uprising without delay. There will be no dissent among us while the Zerg are poised to strike.
There's something amiss here. The matriarch has always been a wise and gentle soul. Though there is some merit in her decision, this is very unlike
뭔가 이상하다
her.
하네. 원래 그
That
둘이
may
엄청
well
그
be.
소울메이트
But
아니야?
right now, we have a friend to kill. May Adun forgive us.
나이는 아까 그 아줌마가 좀 더 많은데 제라툴이랑 엄청 오랫동안 같이
Be
지낸 사람 아니야?
advised, Executor. Our forces are divided. Alderis has taken control of our Templar warriors and arbiters. It is possible that he may even send Archons against us.
Fear not, comrades, for we have Archons of our own. Should the dire need arise, all Dark Templar may merge to become Dark Archons. Though we sacrifice our warriors in doing so, only the might of the Dark Archons can match the forces of Alderis.
Adun Toridas. Adun Toridas.
Nirman!
Upgrade complete.
알다라스를 죽여라. 3개니까 3개를 다 죽여라.
Your warriors have engaged the enemy.
Didn't think I'd be caught so easily, did you, Executor? You have only destroyed a phantom.
Your warriors have engaged the enemy.
It is finished, Judicator. Surrender your remaining forces and join us in eradicating the Zerg.
I would sooner die, Dark One, than tarnish the memory of Ire by joining with you. Your fate was sealed the moment your matriarch allied herself with the Queen of Blades. Those of us still loyal to Ire will never be slaves to Kerrigan and her broods.
Aldaris, be reasonable. Kerrigan has changed. She no longer seeks to enslave anyone. Do not force us to destroy you.
You can no longer afford to be so naive, Artanis. While you were securing the crystals, I discovered that your matriarch has been harboring a dark secret. She has been manipulated by
I have no time for this.
왜 말을 못하게 하냐. 진실을 밝히려는데.
Just cleaned up your mess, Protoss. Don't be so squeamish.
Wretched creature. This was a Protoss matter. You had no right to interfere. Be gone from this world. You are no longer welcome among us.
Fine. I've done what I came here to do. I've ensured the destruction of the renegade Cerebrants, and I used you to do it. Have fun, mighty Protoss.
통수를
We'll
이렇게
be seeing
쳤구나.
each other again real soon.
집에서 브루드워 한 줄 감상평이 캐리건 시발년이었나? 이게 잘못이 하나만 있는 게 아니지? 이거. 뒤에 가면 계속 뭔가 하지? 캐리건이 또.
This entire chain of events has been masterminded by Kerrigan, and we played right into her hands.
Yes, we did, Artanis. Yet our course is set, nonetheless. Using the Temple's energies against the Renegade Zerg may accomplish Kerrigan's aims, but it is still our only chance of survival.
And survive we will, my warriors. For too long have we labored in futile defense, as our enemies push us further and further away from victory. The time has come to let loose the full fury of our powers. Never again shall Shakuris be despoiled by the foul touch of alien species. These Zerg shall be the first to fall before us.
Matriarch, I have served you for many millennia. I have always valued your wisdom and strength. Yet, lately, in your mind, I have sensed something that clouds your true spirit. Though Kerrigan has gone, I wonder if her treachery still remains.
Be at ease, Zeratul. I am still the same Rashagon you have always known. These recent events have weighed heavily upon me, and I am wearied. But fear not. My warrior spirit will shine before you and
저 어떻게
light your
계속
path
의심을
to
해.
victory.
이 전 미션 브리핑 때부터.
Indeed.
The time for action is upon us. The crystals must be taken to the temple while the Zerg still muster their forces. I shall carry the Urash myself, while Zeratul handles the Callus.
Executor, you shall provide escort for Artanis and Zeratul as they make their way to the temple. God's willing, we will channel the energies of the Zelnaga and scour this world clean of the Zerg. Go now, my children, and know that the survival of our entire race depends upon your actions. When you bring the crystals to the temple, the Zerg will surely send all their legions to destroy you. You must be prepared to protect the temple itself from the swarm.
Consider it done.
It will be done.
방어해야 된다고? 대화 또 있나? 뒷부분에?
The rush is secured.
Your warriors have engaged the enemy.
대화 없네. 해버려.
The palace is secured.
Executor. Zeratul and I...
가동하는 15분 동안 수비해주세요. 수비하면 권리하게 끝나고. 뭐야, 왜. 왜죠? 어째서죠? 아니 이게 문제가 뭐냐면 아 이게 엔딩이야? 아 다행이다. 영상은 찾아서 봐야지 그러면. 영화가 뭐지? 이거 아까 그거서 세라툴이랑 마이크가 작아졌다고? 뭐지? 자폭인가? 아니 저렇게 폭 폭발이 일어나는데 대상을 딱 지정해서 걔네한테만 데미지를 줬다고? 엄청난 과학기술인데? 에이, 저 뭐야, 오리지널 프로토스 엔딩만큼 이렇게 뭐가 확 와닿고 그런 건 없네. 진짜 번진해서 우주에 떠나보내놓은 테란을 통솔하러 왔다고?
Adjutant online. Good morning, Captain. Our long voyage from Earth is over, and we are holding a stationary position near the borders of Dominion space. I trust that the effects from your long, cold sleep have worn off by now. If not, the Med Officer can provide you with additional cryostim supplements. Admiral Dugal has issued a proclamation to the entire fleet via Transmat. I'll patch it through to you now.
Attention, defenders of the United Earth Directorate. This is Admiral Dugal. You were all briefed before we left Earth, so you know that we have come here to conquer this sector in the name of humanity. Should any of you have second thoughts about performing your assigned duties, be reminded that if we fail in our mission here, not one of us will be going home. We stand or fall together in this forsaken wasteland. Serve the Directorate. Serve humanity. All other priorities are secondary to victory. Dugal out.
Transmat completed. Receiving incoming transmission.